It's like, why is a pretty lady like you with all that wisdom not dating? Okay, yo, like yo, like yo. Hi everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so I'm good as well. If you're new here, my name is Anne, and on here I do create faith-based content, vlogs, personal development, and please kindly join the tribe. Don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. Today, Q&A. As I told you guys in my previous videos, I told you I'm going to put up a Q&A sticker on my Instagram stories. So I'm going to start off. This is the part one of it. I'm continually going to put the sticker on Instagram. So if you don't know about it, please, if you're not already following me on Instagram, do follow me on Instagram and do ask me any question you want to ask me on there, and I will do make a video to come and answer. So let me start from the first one. The first one was, how do you balance living a Christian life and working in a secular environment? I don't want the environment I am in to change who I am in Christ, to understand. So instead of trying to conform to the darkness, I will rather shine my light. So that is actually just what I did. So I decided, okay, I'm going to shine my light in my environment. I'm going to shine my light at my workplace. I'm going to shine my light wherever I go, among my friends and all of that. The next question is like, are there a lot of biracial marriages in Italy? Okay, if from what I have seen with my eyes, yeah, there are a couple of them, but then I'm sure it mostly depends on where you're based, because I'm based in like northern of Italy, so particularly maybe I've not really seen a lot. And then not necessarily marriages, yeah, I wouldn't say marriages, but then biracial relationships, that one, yeah, I would say yes. The next question is okay, you guys know the reason I'm laughing. It is like, why is a pretty lady like you with all that wisdom not dating? Okay, yo, like yo, like yo, like yeah, it is what it is right now. When I meet someone, yeah, I'm going to, but then for now I'm not really met anyone, so it is what it is, and that's it. I do. Then the next question is, did you have any fear or anxiety before leaving Ghana? Yes, I did. Because particularly when you're going somewhere and you don't know what is out there for you, it's like in Ghana, at least you know a couple of ways or directions that your life will take, but then you're moving to an entirely new environment where you basically don't know like how it's going to turn out. So I was very anxious. I was afraid of how it's really going to turn out, but then yeah, here we are with all the fear and everything. The Lord has sustained us. So yes, moving to a new environment is scary. It's like starting life all over, because at home I had my friends, I had my clique, I had my community, I had my church and all of that, but then you just have to move to a place and then start all over. Like yeah, it's going to bring you an amount of anxiety, and you can be afraid. So yes, I really was. The next question is, what's dating like in Italy? Okay, let me tell you, the streets are messy. To tell you the truth, there's a possibility you meet someone whose mind is at home. Yeah, there are a number of people, but then generally the streets are messy. Like, it's messy. That's what it is. Then the next question is, how will you say your relationship with God has been? Now it's better, but then previously, like, I was struggling, really was in a very difficult phase where I didn't really understand what was going on, you understand? But then now my relationship with God is better than it used to be. I'm not where I really want to be with the Lord, but then yes, it's getting better, and then it's like, it's a process. You never get to a destination, so I'm praying that it will continually get better. The next question is, what's one of the embarrassing things that has happened to you in Italy? Okay, so I have had a lot of embarrassing situations since moving here. But then let me talk about one situation that was so embarrassing. Okay, so there was this program that we were supposed to attend when I used to go to language school. And then, by then I was here new. I just didn't know like really particularly how to dress and all of that. And I had no idea what the program is actually going to be about. So I just wore whatever and I went to the event. But then when I went, I realized that people are kind of like they dressed up, and then like it was an indoor event, people were wearing nice clothes and all of that, and I was so embarrassed with what I was wearing and the type of event that was happening, the type of event I was at, so it was just so embarrassing. So from then I decided that okay, it's better to dress up, and then outside of that too, you really have to know what the program is about. You just don't go because you want to go. You have to know what the program is about, so that when you go, you are dressed particularly befitting enough for the program. So since then, that's what I've been doing, but it was so embarrassing. The next question is what advice will you give to someone who wants to travel to Italy? So the advice I'll give to anyone that is coming out here is, if you are serious about coming out here, then you have to start learning the language. 2, you have to know things are different out here, so you have to get your mind into that space before you kind of move out here. And then next thing I'll also tell anyone that kind of wants to move here, you have to know which part, because Italy is a country, so you have to do your research. You have to know what you're about, so that when you come out here, you don't come and struggle out here. The next question is, do you think long distance relationship work? Well, I think it do. I think they do. Long distance relationships do work, but then let me tell you the truth. It takes work, it takes effort. Even relationships that are not long distance still take work, but then this one takes intentionality as well, and then a lot of communication, because both of you need to be updating each other on what's going on in your lives and all of that. So yeah, they do work, but then it takes so much effort as well. So that's it for today. See you in my next video.